I got some good news. Despite what you may see in the media, the world is not coming to an end. I know it might look like it right now. Whether you're looking at the political climate, the financial climate, the social climate, people starving, people dying all over the world, fires raging, the environment starting to collapse. I know that right now things look dire, but the world is not coming to an end. This is what they want us to believe. They want us to believe that these are hopeless times. Why bother? Why should I recycle or worry about my carbon footprint? Because if we start to become apathetic, if we start not to care about the state of the way things are going, then the only person we think about is ourselves and our own comforts. When I was in my early 20s, I started to really see and appreciate the magnitude of the challenges we face as a society, as a people, as a world family. And they seemed so big. And I got put into the same place, the same position that so many of us do. I had a sense that there's nothing I can do. So why bother? Why bother trying to aim for some big change on this planet? How is that even possible? The magnitude of the challenge seemed so great that all I could do was think about myself and my own comforts. So I partied, so I smoked, so I took every excuse and opportunity to depart from my mission at that time of my life. And as many of us know, if you're in one of those sinkholes right now, it's more painful to be in that isolated, powerless place than it is to actually engage with our day-to-day struggles, our day-to-day challenges. But pulling ourselves up out of that place, raising ourselves out of despair and hopelessness can be a tremendous challenge. Maybe that's you right now. Maybe you're feeling a sense of powerlessness. I don't know what to do-ness with my life. And I'm here to tell you that there's a reason that each one of us are here. There's a reason that every single one of us is still upright with a beating heart and breath in our bodies. I don't know what that purpose is for you. I don't know what that purpose is for any other one individual. In fact, that's your mission to figure out for yourself. But to engage with that process of discovery, to identify what it is you're here to do uniquely, is the first step towards living a life of fulfillment. And it's the only thing that matters until you figure out what that one thing is. I often think about ancestors. I think about those that came before us, the great-great-great-grandparents that I never met, whose names I don't know, who prayed for me to be here right now. That every single one of us who's living and breathing had ancestors from generations ago who knew they would never meet us, but that we would need their prayers and their intentions. That we would be here in some uncertain times, needing the strength, needing the resolve, the resolution to fight for a better future. Not for ourselves, but for our children, for our children's children, for the future generations that we will never meet. They prayed for us. They would sit in circles around fires and sing songs and tell stories of ancestors past and the people waiting in the future because they believed so big in this connectivity, this never-ending circle. You see, our ancestors knew that the world, the life as we know it, never ends. It recycles, it renews, it continues. So if our perceptions allow us to think that there's no hope, there's no point, why bother? Why should I care about anyone other than myself because there's no point anyway? Then we've already lost. And not only that, we're taking the prayers of our ancestors, the wishes and dreams of people who came before us, that fought for us, that gave everything that they had in their lives for us to be here right now. We're taking all of that energy, that love, that compassion and commitment to a future and throwing it away. But like I said, there's good news. The good news is that the world is not ending. The good news is that you may be in the bottom of your black hole right now, and today could be the day you start to climb out. Maybe you're already a few claw holds into the dirt, digging your way out of your tunnel. Maybe you've already reached the brim and you're pulling yourself back into the light wherever you are in your journey of discovery, of identifying that purpose, that reason that you're here. There's today. There's today where you can make a difference with that life. So what will you do with it? What will you do with your time here? However much time that you have, all of these uncertainties of not knowing when is my end going to come? Where will my life lead me? What will you do with that time? My late grandfather used to say that he was a deacon and he used to give eulogies at funerals. And he would often say that on a tombstone, you have the date that someone was born and the date that someone passed. But the most important representation of that person on that tombstone is that tiny little line in between those two dates. Because that's a measure of how you lived your life. That's everything that happened between A and B, the beginning and the end of this life, of this chapter. So what will you do with it? How will you wake up today, raise yourself up from your circumstances, and find a way to make your life useful as though it's not your own? Think about that. Carry that thought with you every single day when you wake up. How am I using my life to honor those who came before me and those who will come after me? Because it's not for me. It's for all of us. It's for everything that ever existed. If you ever needed something to connect to that's bigger than yourself, it's that. It's right there. We're all connected. We are all one. We are all united because we all live in the same place. We all come from the same earth, the same soil. So if you're vibing with this message, if this lights you up and excites something inside of you, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel here and go follow the Rising Man Movement on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, family, rise up.